Hey Aries, it's Minjara. Thank you so much for clicking through and joining me here. This is a general reading for the new moon in June 2020. I feel like you guys are trying to move on from a situation too quickly or move on from something before you're entirely ready. The bat spirit here is about rebirth, but it come out in reverse. And so I feel like there's still work to be done. You're trying to maybe force something new, force a new situation before you're completely healed or ready to do so. You know, before you've done the work. There's definitely heartache here. There's definitely loss and sadness and disappointment. You might be dealing with a breakup, trying to move on from that. But the emotional healing hasn't been done yet. That's the challenge here. Is that I feel like you need to sit in this a little while, as uncomfortable as it is. I think you need to give this more time to heal, because you're still firmly focused on what you want. You still have this very clear idea of what you want for yourself, of the relationship, or the family, the dream, you know, the vision of your long-term happiness. You're still very firmly focused on that, but you don't have a plan formulated yet. And I think you're aware of this. You've got your head in one place, but deep down you're feeling like you don't have the means or the plan to move on. And I feel like you might be trying to move ahead too quickly before you've formulated the plan or gathered the resources or the means. It seems like in the past you had it all together. You had the power and the means and the resources and the energy, and you had it all together, and that may have ended, or you've lost that. You've maybe suffered a loss of that, and don't, aren't in that empowered position anymore. And that's very, very difficult for you as an Aries. You guys like to move ahead, especially when you get your heart and mind set on something. You go head first at it, and it feels like you might have lost that momentum and that power that you had in your life, or control is probably the word. That you've lost a bit of control over your circumstances in your life. But there's something missing. There's this Nine of Cups. You're trying to obtain your Ten of Cups, but first you need to get to the Nine of Cups before you can have this. And it comes to this emotional healing and maturity before you can get to the Ten of Cups. You need to fill your 9 cups up first, and that's an inside job, I feel. You're presenting here so many cards just flew out. There's just so much going on. I feel like you're trying to do too much, approaching things in the wrong way, going for the wrong people and taking the wrong approach, trying to move forward too quickly without thinking things through. And it seems very pushed and rushed and impulsive, and like I said, sort of going about things the wrong way. And there needs to be some balance. You need to bring things back into balance. There needs to be more discernment in your approach to things. And I feel like the universe is saying no anyway. You might be feeling frustrated and stuck, and that's why you're trying to push forward with this. But the universe is saying no. Wait, hold up. You're not ready yet. You need to take some time out to get some clarity and a new perspective, and to heal this conflict from the past. There's still issues of the past that are affecting you that perhaps you're not dealing with. And so you're being asked to deal with those first before moving on. And the message here is what you value and what really matters to you, and what you dreamed of and have wanted for yourself is still there. It is still firmly planted, It's still a part of your fabric. And it's just that you need to maybe rethink the way you go about things, or reformulate the vision. Take another look at how things could be. Think what you had in mind or how you thought it was. It may not be that. It may not look like that anymore. So you're being asked to reconsider. Maybe be open to new ways to achieve an old dream, if that makes sense. That you definitely need to get balanced and grounded, and start small. Start from the beginning. Again, make sure that moving forward you build a solid foundation, so that this dream, this passion can take root and really flourish into something beautiful. Don't rush this. You don't want to come at this from an old thought pattern. It's time to see things from a new perspective and create a solid foundation for yourself, so that your ideas and dreams take root in fertile and solid foundation, and like I said, can flourish into something beautiful and take you where you really want to go. So Aries, I'm going to leave that there. If this helped you in any way or resonated, please leave a comment and subscribe if you want to stay in touch and find out what other messages are coming through for you guys.